get out of the building anyway to go film my review. So I'm bringing this down 12 flights of stairs. Yeah. So this will be an interesting review, but if nothing else, already very exciting to see the portability of today's scooter. Oh, it smells like weed. Is that why the fire alarm is going off? These bastards! Well, this is a good time to film a review. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, welcome everybody to my, it's loud. To my review of the UScooters GT Sport. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I finally, oh my god. It's so noisy. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so our review of the the GT Sport. Oh my god. I don't have my normal mic set up because I just decided that with the fire alarm I was going to leave and do the review. But before I continue, let me just make sure that it sounds okay. Okay. We're all set. So. Oh no, it's off. Okay, we're good. So, the UScooters GT Sport, I think, is one of the best all-around scooters you can buy. And I'll go ahead and show you why. Well, if I don't get completely flattened on the way there. I think one thing that really sells the scooter is just how portable it is. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Oopsie. Let's keep going down. I forgot. My car is not here. But, I mean, as I'm sure you just noticed, I brought this thing down 12 flights of stairs, and it wasn't that big of a deal, because it's got this ergo handle. And you can also fold the handlebars if you need to. So, when your other scooter is a Segway GT2, I think having a really portable scooter is quite the luxury. But, I mean, let's just demo this real quick. Check this out. So you fold this thing, this goes down, you're here, you're at your car, and yeah, and you just take this bad boy, and you slide it in there, and that's it. It's in your car. It's so great. Let's get it back out now. And you're good to go. Actually, I'm going to take a second. I'm waiting for FSD 12. There's no FSD 12. Okay. Yeah, I've been bugging over that update. I'm excited. And safely escape here. My nostrils are being assaulted on the regular. I swear that car has got weed in it. Oh my god, why has everyone got weed in it? On second thought, yeah, we're gonna take the elevator, because that incline that we just came down earlier, unfortunately this can't really go back up it, but that is a very, very steep incline. So I think that's really the only scenario I've encountered where I can't bring the scooter up a hill. But it's just, you know what, just for the sake of demonstrating the portability, we'll go up the stairs. You know, because that is the luxury of this 29-pound scooter. You just take it with you. And I think that's one of the most important things about why scooters are so good. I mean, like, look at this thing, so light. Okay. Okie dokie. But that's not the only reason why I really like the scooter. Because when you think of ultralight scooters, I feel like the first one that comes to mind is actually the Unagi. And the Unagi's, well, to be frank, it kind of sucks. I find the Unagi to be really interesting because on the scooter review channels, they rate that thing pretty highly. But then if you go to Reddit, nobody seems to like it. And you just see a bunch of photos of like people saying, oh, my tire broke today. Or like the actual Unagi, like the footboard broke. And for a little bit I did own one. I saw that they were on sale at Costco.com, and they have an excellent return policy, so I was like, why not? The thing's expensive though, so I needed to make sure I could return it. Okay, we're gonna try and pass this guy. There we go. That's the other thing about the scooter. It goes a little faster. It goes faster than pretty much all of the other scooters that you'll see on a college campus. Other scooters seem to top out at around 20 miles an hour. With my 230 whatever pound ass, I can get to about 25. So that's enough to like give you the edge to get faster than everybody else. Another selling point over the Unagi. But yeah, I specifically chose to come here for this part of the review because this area is under construction. And the Unagi, I swear to God, gives you like a brain massage every time you go for a ride. In addition to other problems. Ooh. But this has a dual suspension. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We're just absorbing it, eating it up. I take this same route in the mornings with my Segway GT2, and honestly, it's not as different as you would expect it to be in terms of like the ride comfort. Like, look at this, we're just going over stuff. Like, that's the one thing that when I was shopping for the scooter, I just fully did not understand, that the suspension was this good. And like, I just didn't believe it. Because it has solid tires. I mean, yeah, it has a suspension, but like, would you expect to be able to go over like nasty stuff like this? Like, no. But here we are, like, just doing it. And I think that really blows my mind. Yeah, we're just sailing. We're going over stuff. There's like really big bumps that it just takes that I wouldn't expect it to take so confidently. And that's simply not the case for other scooters like the Unagi. Oh my God, like essentially my experience with the Unagi was I tried to take it to the dining hall, which is less than a mile away. And then I came back and it was already flashing error codes and telling me that the battery is almost dead. The range on this is definitely superior. The ride is definitely superior. It's faster. And customer support has been great. So this is actually not my first GT Sport. This is the second one. Oh boy. I'm gonna just go in here. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the second one. And the first one admittedly had some problems. It was like shutting off while I was riding, which is kind of problematic because for me, I like to use the electric brake more than the other brakes. And it turned off in the middle of a traffic circle. So I didn't appreciate that. But you know what? I emailed the UScooters team and they sent me a brand new one. And you know what? Things happen. Sometimes products just come out faulty. And that's okay. Because they did right by me. They replaced the thing and I haven't had any problems since. I've got a little over 200 miles on it now. And it's like So convenient. I used to bring it into the hospital and just tuck it under my desk, and it was great. So yeah, I mean, really, there's just so many different aspects where the scooter just wins. The portability is next level. I mean, it's so simple. Just toss it in the trunk, keep it under your desk. The suspension puts in work. Like, I just don't understand how something like this can feel so good. It feels amazing, honestly. I remember there was a bump in front of my apartment building that I would regularly avoid on my GT2 because I would really feel it. And when I accidentally went over it on this, I thought I was going to say goodbye to my teeth. But it actually felt somehow even better than it does on the GT2. I can't explain it. I really can't. This thing is honestly like black magic. It just goes over the bumps. I don't get it. And it's the only scooter that I think is okay for a larger person, like a heavier person to use at this size. Because the Unagi, technically I'm over the weight rating for that. Oh boy, it smells like shit. Let's get out of there. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, so for this thing to be able to carry me and do so comfortably is kind of incredible. And to do it like with decent range, decent power, like better than average top speed, like it's literally still one of the fastest top speed scooters on this campus. And it's one of the lightest too. It's just there's no compromises that I'm seeing here. And if I had to pick like a single scooter to have, I mean the GT2 is a rush and everything, but it's not, it leaves you stranded in so many scenarios. Like I use this thing to just take me from my apartment to my car, which as you saw this morning is, you know, a little far. And it's just so convenient. Yeah, we don't even have it on a full charge right now. I decided to just take it out a little prematurely because of that fire alarm. I'm wondering how that's going right now. Anyway, I do have a discount code for y'all too. I think it's Babylon, and you get like $150 off this scooter. They will give me a bit of a throwback if you buy this thing with my code, but I don't really care too much about that. I mean, frankly, I bought the scooter after doing my own research. Do you see this like bump right here? I feel like, yeah, the Unagi would just get totally clapped by that. All these bumps. Go this way. You know, this is actually where I crashed. Yeah, it was right about here. I broke my arm out here once. In one of my previous videos, you can see that I'm wearing a cast, and it was going over the grass in some of these areas on with a Segway G30P. I wonder, like, if I'd been riding this, I wonder if I would have still fallen. Hey, like this thing, it seems like a really bad idea to take this thing on the grass at all, but it kind of does it. And it's just weird. It works. I think I've been really singing this thing's praises, so I will give you some of the drawbacks. So the current version that I'm riding, I would say the biggest flaw with it is that the electric regen braking. Oh yeah. Can't do that in an Unagi. The electric regen braking is not that strong. I definitely feel like the braking leaves something to be desired. And I'm slightly salty about this, but they always make, like, they're kind of like Tesla, these UScooters folks, in that they'll just make little changes on the fly. And so one of those recent changes was that they actually on their product page say that they fixed that, and now the electric braking is even stronger. I'm pretty tempted to ask them to send me that, although to be honest, I think it's still fine. You do have 2 other brakes that you can slow down with. But if you need to do an emergency stop, like, I don't think the electric brake alone is enough. But you can step on the back fender, and that's a brake, and then you've got like this drum brake here, so you can still, you know, slow this thing down. The other thing that I think is maybe a little weak in this thing is the acceleration. But now this is where you kind of have to keep in mind that my daily driver is a Segway GT2, and I weigh 220 something pounds. And with my gear, probably 230. So yeah, the acceleration is, you know, it does leave a little bit to be desired, but it's not bad. I think as per the other review channels, it's pretty similar to other scooters, and I'm just spoiled with my Segway GT2. Oh, is the fire drill over? Yeah, it looks like they let everyone back in so that they could keep smoking weed. So many obstacles, yet none of them can stop us. I'm going to take you to another spot on campus that handles it no problem. I really hope the wind is not ruining this video, because I'm quite happy with how it's going. But let's go all out for a second. Let's hit your top speed. So we're at around 23.5 at 50% charge. Oh no, we're at 24 now. It can go a little faster than this when it's not 50% charge, but I think that's still pretty good. It's a good bit faster than the other scooters on campus. You can definitely pass people. But we're going to hill test again. Oh, wait, I forgot. The major problem with the scooter. It is really quite dangerous in the rain. I ride the Segway GT2 in the rain all the time. I'm talking like in downpour like situations, like drenched, and it's fine. Actually, it's not totally fine. The other day, I could hear sloshing on the deck of the GT2. So it's not totally okay. But you know, the water dried out. I turned the thing on its side. It ended up being fine. But this thing, I still also ride it in the rain, but I have to be really careful about making turns while going at any sort of speed, because it's these rumble strips here. These things, I took a turn going over the rumble strips, and like the entire back end of the scooter just slid out from underneath me. I didn't crash somehow, but it was kind of scary. So I definitely don't do that anymore. But you know, here we have like a pretty decent like hill, this parking garage, and we're about to go back up now, and it's going to handle it pretty well. Although, admittedly, it does a little better when you have a little speed under you. But we're going up, carrying my stupid heavy ass, and we're doing all right. But the real steep one is over there. You can't even see you can't even see above the ramp. It's pretty steep. And voila. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with that. Not too bad. It's a beautiful day, y'all. Yeah, so I think, you know, that's a pretty holistic picture of the scooter. Overall, like, really excellent. It has no business being this good. It is admittedly very no frills. Like, it's transportation. It does the transportation part well. It has an app. The app, like, really sucks. So I think I've used it once and changed one setting and then never used it again. The display is a color display, but admittedly it's not very bright. I can see the speed, but like you know, not that well, but I also don't really care to. When you're riding around, I'm not looking at the speed. It does its job well, really well. It handles the vibrations pretty darn well. It's good. Let's have a chat about future upcoming content. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to be renting a Cybertruck, and I'll be giving y'all my opinion on the Cybertruck from the perspective of a Model 3 owner, a sedan essentially. Let's turn around. Yeah. And I think that'll be useful because so far all the reviews that I've seen of this truck really review it as a truck. You can go. Yeah, so that time I used all the brakes. The rear tire probably left a little bit of a skid mark. I could feel it sliding a bit. But yeah. Anyway, renting the Cybertruck. Yeah, a lot of the videos that are made about it treat it like a truck, and they're like, let's tow 12,000 pounds like across the country or whatever. Admittedly, the truck should do that, but I'm interested in it. I think it's a really cool vehicle, and I have no intention of doing any of that. Like, I don't have a trailer. Will I tow? Maybe. Will I tow for long distances? Maybe. Like, probably not though. And so I want to review it from the perspective of like a fanboy that always drove sedans and switching to a big vehicle just because it's cool. Like, just, you know, accepting it for the family hauler that it is, and just, you know, experiencing it, seeing like if I miss driving a smaller Model 3, or if it's really just like, you know, the ultimate flex vehicle that you can ride without really any problems. Is it really like a, you know, the best all-in-one vehicle? We'll see. Should be fun. Meanwhile, I hope y'all are doing well. Appreciate y'all leaving comments. I noticed that y'all are a very friendly group, and very grateful for that. Okay. I will see y'all later. Catch y'all around. How do I turn this off? Let's do it with this. I forgot. I wanted to show y'all what it looks like in the elevator, since you've seen the GT2 in this elevator. Pretty good. Pretty good. Very small. But it's actually like, this is my size 15 boot, and it fits. It fits just fine. So, oh god, okay. You can see the tire marks from the Segway GT2. I still hear the cops, oh my god. Alrighty, y'all. Take care.